Hi,
Perfect.
I'm Chan.
I'm JD. How you doing?
Yeah. And it's gravy time.
Gravy time.
We got some friends with us tonight.
Hi.
Mr. Brian Brink.
We got the button pushalizer. And we got Mr. Marbles.
Hey, yo.
Tyler.
Whoa! And 3D Printing Forge.
What's up, people?
I love this. I'm so
Holy
glad.
shit.
And look who else.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my
Better late than never. Somebody brought in the trash.
Oh, I gotta go.
I didn't know you were having these two. I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a good night. Like,
Oh,
there's got to be some
play
level.
nice, boys. Play nice. Come on.
I didn't know it was gonna be like this, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be like this.
I thought I
'cause
was special. to
This
come
is
on
what
here.
happens
You're
when
all
you put out
special.
you put out the call in the
Short list.
realm. Some friends show up, and that's what I'm talking about. I love that. Thank you guys
That's
for
it.
joining us.
Oh yeah.
Some of our other gravy time kids had some things they needed to take care of this evening, indisposed, and all kinds of other things that are going on.
They're on assignment.
On assignment. That's the thing. Yeah. I'm currently opening a sumo citrus mandarin because it's delicious.
Very nice. Very nice.
But I think we should, before conversations get out of control, go round and round. Hey, Wayne.
Tell everybody who you are and what you're doing.
Let's talk about what you're doing. Like, do it all in one shot. So, Brian, you want to start with you?
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
I am going to eat some shortbread Girl Scout cookies.
Ooh.
They set up camp outside a Lowe's entrance. Dude, these little girls stooped to nothing. I thought I could avoid the grocery store between the hours of like 8 and 5.
No.
And I would be fine. But no, they camped out in front of Lowe's. So they got me.
They got you.
And
so how badly did they get you? By what multiple, Brink?
Yeah.
So I only bought 3 boxes. So
That's
I got
good,
the
that's good.
tray foils, these lemon things, which have phrases of self-affirming words on them, like Stuart Smalley and Saturday Night Live, and
gosh darn it, everybody likes you.
Exactly. And then I bought one called Adventurefuls, which is like a chocolate cookie with like a little caramel thing in the top of it.
A dollop, maybe?
Yeah.
Dollop. Just
Well,
a dollop will do you.
It's flat. And what I'm working on is finally gonna open up these Ghostbuster figures that I've been waiting to open for like 3 weeks now.
That's what I'm talking about.
So, man, this is I can't wait, man. This is how long ago was this? This is
At
like
least 5 years.
30 years since these things first came out. I've been waiting to play with these. So
Probably longer than that.
yeah. So that's me.
Cool. And you're having a good week so far, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. We can get into that.
Could be worse, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you guys that I'm eating this orange and I'm gonna be working on some things on my iPad, but I'm gonna eat the orange first and I'll talk about that later.
And Logan asked me if I have
Priorities.
any Twix eggs. Yes, I have 3 Twix eggs left.
Sweet.
It took the whole episode of ETR for you to finish that one, didn't it?
Yeah, well, they're very large.
They take a minute. All right, Ricky, we're jumping down to you. What are you doing?
I'm not really working on anything, but I have a couple things that I got in this week, and one of them is something that I surprisingly haven't seen anybody talking about yet on the interwebs. So I don't know if I got it early or just too many people just passed on it. No, not the vamp. People have definitely gotten vamps in hand, but mine is, I did get my shipping notification, so I'm excited for that. But it's something else that I'll show when we get around to want me to run my mouth for a couple
Well, I'm
minutes.
glad you don't have the vamp because that would hurt Tyler's feelings.
Well, Tyler already knows I'm getting my 2.0 from him, so it doesn't matter. Tyler gets my monies. I'm not like these other people that talk on the internet. I support my friends, so I get on them. get him, Tyler. But I got a couple things in. One I'm really excited about just because I'll get into it when we get there. That and I started a new job this week.
Oh,
I
nice.
Yeah, how's that going?
Cool.
got like a big promotion. It's going pretty good. Like
Good.
it's literally like deep into the water. Like my first day there, they had me interviewing new people. My second day there, they had me starting to fire a couple others. So I mean, they were like not playing around. They're like, get this done.
Same company or
Nope.
different company?
Whole different company, way bigger. Like the one I was at before was kind of a smaller area. We had like 30, 40 residents. This one has 120. So it's way bigger. Way
Getting
nicer.
Good,
the
man.
getting the wrong people off the bus and the right people on the bus, huh?
You got that right, Jack. It's just they're old.
His name's Scott.
No, I call them a lot of other things, but I can't say them on here because I don't want to get your show canceled.
There are pet names.
There's so much love in this room.
Oh man, I got nothing but love for Scott. So he knows, and Tyler's all right. So. Ironically enough, as late as I was to the Realm group and getting to meet everybody, I still actually haven't met Tyler, but I've talked and interacted with him more just one-on-one than I have a lot of people in the Realm, like as a total. Like he's okay guy. Don't tell him I said that because he get a big old fat head, but he's all right. So that's me for now until we get back to it. Just work. I can blather on later when you tell me to.
Okay, Tyler, what's up with you? What are you working on? How you been?
I've been good. Very busy. Been good. Glad to be staying home this week after spending a week in Vegas, working, not playing, but working. I got a number of things going right now. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 printers going right now.
Woo!
So
Get it.
got all kinds of stuff going. I got stands going. I got thrones going. I have a transformer going. So yeah, I got all kinds of stuff.
My goodness.
So whatever you guys want to see.
You
I don't know.
share whatever you want to share with us. Just know that it's going out into the ethers.
Into the ether.
Yeah, like Brink spoiling it on.
That was awesome. He's like, "Oops, I just got a message saying I wasn't supposed to show this yet." Awesome.
Oops. Well, since the cat's out of the bag on that one, I actually finished the prime.
Whoa.
Really, I don't know. You can't really see it very well, but looks good. His chest opens. It's got an itty bitty tiny little matrix of leadership in there.
Aw.
So, yeah, and I'll be starting to put together a sound wave tonight, I think. So.
Oh, shut up! How much of my money do you want, dude? Like seriously?
All of it. And then actually the first project we did back in, man, when was that? 2020? The Thrones. I don't know if you guys remember those.
Uh-huh.
I
got one.
I've heard tales of them. Mm-hmm.
So I actually had a couple people hit me up saying, "Hey, are you planning on doing any more of those?" And I was like, "Well, I wasn't because I'm like knee deep in doing these stands right now. But yeah, I could probably crank out a handful of them." So taking care of the Realm members, making sure they have what they need. So, but yeah, I'm sure I got some other stuff I can show off later.
Sweet. Well, I guess Scott, it's your turn. What do you got going on? How are you? How's your week going? How's that tattoo?
Honestly, nobody cares, Scott. JD,
I mean, going after Tyler and like making his own transformers. What I'm working on is pretty small potatoes compared to that. But
no, it's all big potatoes. Come on.
But no, I had an awesome week last week. Got a chance to come out and see you fine folks and have JD do some work on the arm. That was amazing. Can't wait to finish it off.
I'm still jealous of that. Still jealous.
How's it healing?
It's doing well. Actually, the last 2 days have been like doing a little bit of skin peeling.
Yep.
Yeah. Is it
so
itchy?
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
That's normal.
Show
That's
the squad there.
And honestly, Ricky, we're only 4 miles from the airport, so
I know. I told you I'd wanted to get him to
Hell yeah,
get JD to put color in mine. So now I have to come up with a whole new tattoo now for JD to put ink into me.
And
I'm okay with that.
so tonight I'm going to be trying to work on two things. One is I'm going to paint the eyes on Sludge here, and it's going to be because they're dead because they're meant to have electronics in them.
Is that the Planet X?
And I don't care about the electronics. I want some nice eyes. But I have been thinking about it since I grabbed him back from Bobby on Friday, and I can't decide because some of the comics in IDW have him with red eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them
Some
have
blue.
him with blue. Blue's
Yeah.
G1. And so I figured I would put it around the chat, or the not the chat squad, but the squad here to say, what should they be? Blue or red?
Red.
Red always to me was if they're pissed off and in fight mode. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Some of mine have red, some of them have blue. If they're chilling, they're blue. If they're fighting, they're red. That's how I've always done on my display.
It's IDW. I say red.
There you go. That's a good response. It doesn't have to be G1, it's IDW.
I agree with Brian.
Sounds like there's a consensus.
Even though Scott said in the comics they alternate.
And then the other thing, I'm working on a Swerve's bar for IDW, and so I kind of cut this template rough back before I left for vacation, and I'm gonna clean it up tonight so that I'm ready for. I've got a Proxim coming tomorrow, thermal cutter for the. And so it can be a lot cleaner than this is right now. This is like one of the bars, one of the tabletops on either side of Swerve's bar. So,
are you getting Are you getting the handheld one with the hot wire between them for cutting, or a hot knife?
No, I got a handheld, and the problem with the handhelds is that I mean, like,
it goes.
Dude, I'm like 50 years old. My hands are like this, trying to.
It would matter. They all do that. It'll be like waves.
Well, so Scott, is it a hot wire cutter?
It is. Yeah. It's a thermal cutter. It's a hot wire cutter, and because it's on a tabletop with almost like a tabletop saw where it has your guide, you can make sure that it stays completely straight. So that's what I'm going to do to actually cut the final pieces. I'm just working on the.
I've heard. Watch out for the foam fumes.
Oh yeah, they're strong. They are strong.
Only breathe directly into your mouth, never through your nose. When they're coming at you.
Never underestimate the power of very fine sandpaper with foam, though. Never, ever.
Well, I appreciate that because that's yeah. So
yeah.
Ken and JD know all the little tricks. They know all the little tricks to this.
There's a lot of little tricks. It's nice to know the little tricks. If it weren't for JD, I wouldn't know them, but it's definitely very helpful. Like most of the foam has like that film on it on like both front and back. You got to sand that off to paint because it'll just beat up and get kind of a pain in the butt. It'll change the texture of the paint and the finish on the paint, and that's not nice. So sanding is definitely a must. Definitely.
In case people don't know what she's talking about.
I'm not even talking about that.
She's talking about the actual surface has like a coating on it. Some paints won't even adhere to it. It'll slide right off.
Yeah.
Depends on how much water's in the paint.
Well, since I'm going to be using airbrush for the majority of that.
Yeah, JD's showing you. See the shine?
Yeah.
So you can actually make that shine with a heat gun to seal the foam if you need to, but you got to get that film off of it in order to get a good finish with your paint. Even if you're using an airbrush, airbrush paint usually has a lot of water in it. Yeah. So that's going to beat up on that smooth surface if you don't just buff it off a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot. Just give it a little.
I chewed it up pretty good, but because
you're just like scruffing it up, right?
Yeah, you're just scuffing it up.
Yeah. Giving the paint
you can see
grab.
like look that tilt right there where you're bringing it back towards you like that. You could see exactly where
the shine. The shine. Yep. So you want to take the shine off. Even before you carve, you should do that because it'll even change the texture of your carve. Anyway,
good stuff. See,
y'all should do a podcast about.
We thought about that. We thought about doing a podcast.
Y'all have a lot of knowledge. You should share that with the world.
A lot of useless knowledge.
No, only useless knowledge is anybody knows anything about Toddy Mac. The rest of it's all good knowledge.
Poor Toddy.
I'm on here with
JD and I
Tim.
even looked up how to make our own rust so that we could like paint rust on stuff because that was
Like
really
real
fun.
rust.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was a lot of fun. But
I had a friend that did that. He used to put the Brillo pads, like he
Yep.
did some kind of thing on the Brillo pads, and he'd put them outside and let it just start messing all up. And then he'd come in there and he'd take a clean Brillo pad and just scrape it so it all come off into a powder.
Yeah.
And then he would just mix that in with glues and clear paints and use them to paint out.
I don't even know where. Oh,
Y'all are
way over
cool.
there.
we have a
That's
whole
next-
jar full of it.
Good old
That's next level
tuberculosis.
diorama. Yeah.
There's
Let's see what JD's doing real quick, and then we can get into all kinds of silly conversations. JD, what are you doing tonight?
I mean,
mister?
I'm.
First off, look at this sexy wizard. I have not seen him in a while. Look at this guy. Hey, you.
Hey.
I forget y'all have this top-down thing. No fancy.
So,
Let's see what you got going on. What's going on with this?
I'm gonna continue to work on this. So, right now I need to seal this back panel here because I tried to epoxy it. It didn't hold. So I'm actually gonna cut the piece and then, put that back together somehow. But I gotta cut this and then I can glue that back down. And then from there I can start filling in these gaps.
But it's all nice and solid now, right? Like you're good.
Yeah,
Good.
pretty much. Like
ready to go.
Look at that.
That's
so
great.
I just got some gaps to fill on the body. Where
That's
the
what she
foam is.
said.
I gotta figure out the guns. I don't know what to do with the guns.
Did you ever figure out what you're gonna do for the fan? I know we were talking about that at one time. You had like a bunch of different.
So I have a couple of ideas. It's just a matter of making them happen at some point. Like I really don't get a whole lot of time to come down here anymore. Yeah, like literally when we do the shows, the only time that I'm down here. So
that's a good thing though, man, right? Busy.
Yeah, I mean I'd like to spend more time down here. It's just I don't know.
Just means I need to come up there and hog tie you both in the basement and not let you go nowhere for a couple days.
Well, to be honest with you, what we really need is some help to get some things sealed in the basement. That's all.
I got you.
We're
waiting for a quote from a friend of ours to seal the actual concrete and the stone walls and see what that's going to look like. If someone else does it, we can do it ourselves, but it's a lot to mix in with like 4 dogs, the kids, his work schedule and everything like that. It's just, trying to come up with time framing. We're going to figure it out though. It's just trying to figure out the method of it, you know what I mean, and how to get it done. So
you're just sealing it against like moisture wicking or for heat and air?
Yeah. And the odd thing is, and this is like the guy who's a good friends with like the people that JD works with. He came over to check out the basement and see what we were talking about. Our the concrete floor and the brick pillars in the basement. Our basement's huge. It grows lime scale. Really? It's very bizarre, and it's like white, powdery, flaky lime scale. If anybody's ever seen it, it's shiny and pretty. Looks a little bit like nose candy, but it's not. It's lime scale, and it constantly grows back on the brick pillars, and it grows in weird patches all over the concrete floor. And even he's refinished a lot of basements and a lot of spaces for people, and he's like, I've never seen this before. I don't understand why this is happening. And I truly think
why it's growing on the fucking pillars, the brick,
on the brick and on the concrete floor. So trying to figure out how to seal that so it doesn't continue to happen is a question, because in my opinion, that means there's lime
Or at
in
the very least, water coming through.
somehow, somewhere, but the pillars themselves are in the middle of the basement. So where is the water coming from there?
Yeah.
Right.
It
Could have
can't.
been lime powder mixed in with the concrete mixture for
Well,
when we stacked
Or the way,
mortar.
like he suggested, maybe the way that the brick was made.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they could
Maybe
have.
it's just moist down there.
But it's not.
But it's not.
That's what he said too. He's like, I don't understand because it doesn't smell down here. There's no real moisture down here. He's like, I don't understand why it's happening. The only thing I can figure,
It's the spirits.
it is. It's probably, but
It's spirits.
Tyler
only-
sent me photos again. I'm not falling for that trick, Tyler.
You were welcome to wait. Which ones?
Yeah.
Some of those photos you can share, Brink. Other ones are for your eyes only. There, big guy.
But he's not going to tell you which ones are the right ones. Just don't choose incorrectly.
the only thing I can figure is that this house is really old, like 1880, 1890s, that time framing. This house was built in those 10 years. And it's like, you don't see like some of the brickwork in this house. You can ask Wayne. Wayne's looked at it and talked to me about it before. They're not replaceable. You're not going to make these bricks were all handmade.
Right.
So that could have a lot to do with it. I don't know. It could be how they mix the concrete for the basement. It could just be the bricks themselves on the pillars being handmade. I don't know.
Is it an issue that you have to worry about it being there? Like, is it bad to breathe that stuff around and touch this stuff? Or is
I don't
it
believe
just want it
so.
gone because it looks weird?
Well, it would just be nice if it didn't keep coming back so that we could keep up with the basement, keeping it clean. Do you understand what I mean?
I got you.
So if we can at least keep the concrete from growing it or the pillars from growing it, then we can actually keep it clean steadily down there and keep it like a nice clean workspace. You know, it's just the way that stuff grows is just weird. It's almost like it almost makes like little pools on the floor. It's just like, and if it looks furry, it's weird.
It just looks like fuzz out of a pillow.
Yeah.
Have you guys looked into like using kills, like just painting over it and sealing it with the kill stuff? And
well, I've read that you have to actually seal the concrete and the brick in order for it to stop coming back.
Gotcha.
But it's just figuring out exactly what to seal it with, you know, and continuing from there. And it's also the fact that I am a pain in the ass as a person, and I really don't want to paint over the stone walls in the basement.
Understood.
They're so freaking cool looking, and one whole wall is painted over with like, you know, some sort of like concrete.
Yeah, it's like dry lock.
Dry
texture.
Yeah, and it wasn't even done well, so it's like, and that wall is the worst wall in the basement as far as like any kind of moisture or anything like that. So that one I don't care so much about, but I would really like to seal the rest of the walls with like a clear sealant, if at all possible. And then we just need to seal the brick and the concrete floor, like the brick pillars and the concrete floor.
Gotcha.
So once that's situated, that basement is going to be the best place in the world to work. It's going to be just buttoned up and really nice. I would never finish it and put like carpet down there or anything because that's stupid. But I'd at least like to make it a nice workspace and just like kind of a chill place to hang out. If it
What year was your house built?
1880. Finished in 1888.
That's freaking awesome.
Took 8 years to build this place.
Wow. 8 years. Holy crap.
Yep. I mean, think about the time period. You know, they didn't have machinery to do all that shit.
It's all raw cut timber and handmade brick. It's kind of crazy. Once you go down in the basement and actually look at the construction, it's like, holy shit.
There's never been a house in the history of houses that it was built like this. I guarantee it. I mean, the joists are on 12-inch centers.
Mm-hmm.
And they're railroad ties, pretty much.
Yeah, but bigger.
Yeah, just longer.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yep.
It's big wood.
It's bigger and longer and
It is.
uncut.
It's bigger, longer, and uncut.
Blame Canada.
It's pretty wild. It's a cool place. There's a lot of cool history here. So I
Yes!
know it
Look at Brink. Look at Brink. I just love those things.
Ah.
The
Do it again.
scared
Oh.
Ghostbusters.
was... That's so great.
Mhm.
Always like the Venkman one where his eyes like shoot out of his
Shoot
head.
out his head.
Yeah.
Those are such cool toys.
That
We'll get
that
there.
figure can do that, and Super 7 can't give you double jointed elbows. It's ridiculous. Like 40 years difference in toy manufacturing. Can't even handle it. Turds.
A lot of that comes down to design, though.
Yeah. Oh, good times.
I was
Awesome.
gonna say,
Oh,
Brian, any of those Prime pictures I sent you, you're welcome to show those. If
Okay.
you'd like.
After I
Oh.
open Ray.
Somebody asked Tyler if it transformed, and he said Mr. Nice Guy, honest, actually said no. I messaged him. I'm like, dude, you should have said yes, and then shown the picture of that GI Joe scaled Optimus truck. This is what it transforms into. Just to mess with them.
Well, looky here. Looks like somebody else joined the party.
Well, Paul
Well,
R's chair
hello.
did.
What's up? What's
Yeah.
up?
Hi, Paul's
How we all
chair.
doing?
Hi, Paul's chair.
Hi,
Shake.
Paul's chair.
Shake it. Shake it
Where
hard.
is he?
Shake
Where
it
is
good.
he? He's
He's hiding
invisible.
behind
He's a
the
ghost. He's a ghost.
He's a
Oh
ghost.
my
Yeah, you're just scaring him.
God.
You're scaring Brink's toy.
Yeah, a little late. Still trying to get set up a bit.
You're fine. I'm listening to JD tell Scott to keep shaking it and shake it harder and shake it good.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
You're good. Everybody's good.
Roll that ball bearing. Oh,
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Slide them French doors. Mm.
So I'm gonna finally get going on my wall display.
Okay.
Nice.
uh-oh.
Yeah.
So tell us about the said wall display.
Yeah, talk to us. What's going on,
Um,
Paul?
Look at
How
that
you been? What are you working on? What's happening?
So I haven't really worked on anything lately other than just work. 2 weeks
Working
ago,
on
I was
work,
able
it is
to
fair.
hang out with you fine people at NJCC. So
Yeah.
that's been like the highlight of my last 6 months. But yeah, I posted some pictures of my room back when I got it done.
Mm-hmm.
And so the wall that I caught all kinds of shit about my TV not being big enough for that spot, and because there was this plan. It's going to be one big dio for my Mythic Legion skeletons. So it's probably about 6 foot by 6 foot with a TV in the middle.
Jeez.
Yeah. So tonight I'm going to try and get like base plates cut out, and I really don't have a plan, which I like doing that.
You don't need it. You don't need
Nope.
it. You just kind of just do it.
That's it.
You don't overthink it. Just make it up as you go.
Yeah,
right.
sometimes you have to.
This is the Shelf Gravy way.
Mm-hmm.
See to your pants.
Chan is playing with Leo.
As I'm cutting these sheets
Uh-uh.
down, that's all you might see is the seat of my pants.
I mean, there's
That's
worse.
what
things.
that's what I came tonight for. Come on.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm on here, so there's definitely worse things to look at. So
Oh God.
And that's
stop.
all you'll see is the seat of my pants because there's barely anything in it.
oh yeah. Hey, everybody likes flapjacks, man.
You can call me Paulie IHOP.
Polly,
Oh, yeah.
Man. All right, Brink, is that you playing with layouts?
Yeah.
You're staring intently, and things keep moving. It's got to be Brink. He's
Right.
playing with it, trying to figure stuff out.
He's gonna give us my candy here in a minute.
It's got to be hard, man. Like there's so many buttons back behind the scenes there.
Whoa.
cut broadcast. Cut broadcast.
Gotta go.
Oh.
Well,
I didn't realize
Paul-
this is his mouth moves.
I do want to show. I can show off one thing while we're waiting if you want me to. Do you want me to?
Yeah.
Sure.
Whatever.
This is not a big new thing for anybody else. It's a new thing for me. I'm gonna shout out EE because he helped me find a good copy of it. And we were worried about the KOs happening. But when I first got out of G.I. Joe classified lines at the beginning, the last thing I had on pre-order was the Supreme Cobra Commander, and that was literally the first thing I canceled when I dropped out. Like I said, I'm done. I canceled it. So when I came back in, I was chasing it. So EE got me a good link to one. It just came in the other day, and the first thing I did was open it with trepidation and hesitation because I was worried about somebody trying to slip me the KO, and I did it the once over and got in there real good and well. It's a legitimate version, so I'm excited about it.
Look at that.
This
You
is
didn't
one of
pay
my,
a whole lot for it, did you?
not at all.
Oh,
barely above retail.
Nice.
Like it's like this is one of my favorite boxes ever. Like I have some cool boxes that stuff have come in over the years, but that splitting open and how it still kind of stays, that's just cool.
I fight myself every time I see that thing to open it.
Yeah. Well, this is definitely coming out of this package. To Tyler, can I spill the tea some or should I not?
The what?
Tyler. I'm not Brink. I don't want to get yelled at by Tyler. He scares me. So
Why?
I want to make sure it's okay. About something I was talking about with Tyler. Okay, so I'll keep talking until Tyler comes back. But yeah, this came in. Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble with Tyler. Tyler scares me, man. I don't mess with him. It's super cool. It's a beautiful figure. I wanted him to build into like my Crimson suit. Like I have the Crimson bats and the Crimson guards and all of that. I'm gonna do like a whole display. The Pimp Daddy Destro, I'm gonna use his head on some kind of suited body. I'm gonna find out which one I want to put it on and have him in the display with him.
They need to do the Iron Grenadier. Is what they need to do.
Yeah, they can do that. They can bring out the Iron Grenadier. Would be nice. That'd be nice to put in that setup. I'm sure they'll get to it. Hasbro loves a repaint, so
yeah.
So I think they'll get around to him eventually. So if they do that, I'll get him. But if not, I can at least have the gold headed on a suit or something.
Yeah.
To go in there, and then
I mean, especially because they did the Night Force shit. You know what I mean? That was like the Iron Grenadier, the Night Force for like that was the combating.
That went against each other. Yeah. Yep. They were foes of each other. So yeah, that would be cool because they are pumping out a bunch of that Night Force stuff.
Yeah.
And I think they just finished Slaughter's Marauders too. Wasn't Jinx like the last one everybody was waiting on to finish that out?
I think so.
Actual original Marauders. I think that's the end of that.
I mean, they still need to do what Mercer and weren't those guys Slaughter Marauders?
Weren't they like later add-ins? That's what I'm saying. Like the original line.
I mean, they were in the movie.
Yeah. I don't know if now you're gonna make me do homework, sir.
Homework.
Homework. I come on here to hang out and talk to friends. You give me homework, JD. That's messed up. Making me learn stuff.
Gotta keep you on your toes here.
I want to be like the internet nerds and just talk like I know what I'm talking about and speak in definitives. No, they definitely weren't in the Marauders. And then you'll come back with, well, here's a picture of it. I'm like, fake news.
That's not a real still from the movie.
Yeah, that's a Photoshop. That was scene 3 of episode 4, and they cut it out. I'm gonna be that guy. So yeah, the other things I want to sit on until we need to kill some more time because those ones we can get into for a little bit. But yeah, I was excited about that. And again, shout out to EE for helping me find them for good and make sure it wasn't a KO. Like we did some homework on it, and then we kind of pulled the trigger and crossed our fingers and hoped it showed up the way that they were talking about it. So it worked out. Other than that, I've been, I talk about it every time on the Realm Hat and
You
baseball.
find it on it? Did you find it on AE?
No, this ended up being eBay.
Oh no shit.
Yep, it ended up being an eBay. So it kind of worked out well. I was worried because there's a known KO of this figure floating around, and
Yeah, but the funny thing is though, like the KO, the paint is like way fucking better.
It's inverted. Like I have a picture that I built a side by side on my phone so that when I was looking at stuff online, I could compare them. Yeah, so I knew which one it was. Because what it is if I can get it close enough, like if you're looking at his chest plate, you see how it's like black with like the green filigree on it.
Yeah.
When they made the KO, they inverted it. It's green with black filigree on it.
Oh.
And then the only other big giveaway is everything that's gold in here: the belt, the weapons, the face mask, these the not pauldrons, but anyways, the thing's holding his cape on and all that.
Yeah.
All this stuff is a yellow plastic on the KO. So those are like really your only two big giveaways: is the inverted colors and the yellow plastic. So as soon as I opened this, first thing I did, I got it out, and I held this thing like a half inch from my face, and I'm like, is that green on black or black on green? Like I was in there. I was looking, because if it's a KO, I purposely ever bought one KO for my collection, and that was just because I already had like 3 other versions of it, and I just wanted to see what it looked like transformation wise. So I'm not against them. I'm one of those, I have to have an original one before I have that one, so that way I kind of soothe my conscience about it. But if it had been a KO, I'd have reached out to a guy like, look, dude, I'm going to send it back to you. You're going to give me my money back, or you're going to give me a whole bunch of money back, and we'll just call it a day on this thing. But I didn't have to. So thank God for small favors. I'm excited for that. Tyler talks forever on the phone. Dude, get off the phone.
He's got it. It's a work call. He's
business.
Yeah.
Business is business, man.
Business is business, dude.
Hold on.
Accusing somebody of talking forever? That's wild.
You can shut up too, Brian. And then I give Tyler money too. That's the same as paying him for a job. Come on now. I want to give him some more money. But while he's not in here, I do every time I see people in the groups. I don't know if anybody's taking time to or missed it on ETR where they talk about his stands. His stands were they're beautiful. They make me want to buy stands every time he shows them to me. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna buy some stands. So I'm trying to convince myself only to buy the special ones. Like I have the color changing Zartan, so I'll get the color changing base for that. I'll get the base for this one. I'll get the base for the special one-off characters.
Yeah,
I'll get the special ones, and then he's just shows one of his Storm Shadow. I'm like, God damn it, I gotta have Storm Shadow. And, oh man, now I gotta have freaking Snake Eye. It makes me so mad because they're nice. And he's cranking them out. So every time somebody's in one of the groups talking about, does anybody know some good stands? I just tag him and try to send them to him.
I think I want to get some of those his stands.
Mm-hmm. The 718s or 718s or
788.
788s. Yeah, whatever. Dude, I'm in Florida. Numbers don't exist down here.
We don't do math in Florida.
We don't do numbers. Exactly. But yeah, the 788s. I was thinking about that too for like at least one of them. Maybe that for the fire team Brink. What's the brain guy? The one where you see his brain.
Range Viper.
Yeah, that guy that came with his tank. Have him on the stand or something to represent it. It's that. And then my brain goes, but if you put him on it, you're gonna need one for the other guy, and then the other guy.
You're gonna need at least 12.
I know. It'd be bad. And I've already talked to him. He can make generic stands too that are not GI Joe related, so I'll probably get some of those for my turtles. Because I'm so tired of these NECA ankles giving out on my figures.
Is that a thing? Oh,
yeah.
The movie ones. Yeah.
All of them. I got.
Oh, really?
My rat catcher, I'm looking at him right now. He fell over and knocked over one of my roadkill Rodneys, and my Krang bot, android bot, is laying over, and he knocked over one of the foot soldiers on his way down. I'm like, God, I hate you guys.
That reminds me, when I was downstairs watching TV before, I heard something fall up here. I check behind the curtain and see what fell.
Which one took the shelf dive?
All right. Well, one of the pretty little shield agents that I picked up, she fell over, but this was louder, something louder.
Don't tell me it was Optimus Prime who already had his arm in a sling.
Now he's gonna
He's fine.
he's gonna have his leg in a cast now. Do like a paper mache cast on him. It'll be awesome.
I can send you that crutch I made for Superion.
There you go.
I don't see anything else. I don't know. Maybe I'm
Hey
crazy.
Scott, are you just using straight red paint? Like what kind? Are you using the metallic fleck paint? What are you using?
Nothing.
All right, stay close.
Nothing.
Because I forgot you guys said red. I'm going to be using Tamiya color acrylic paint.
Does it have the metallic flakes in it or no?
No.
I saw one online. Somebody did one time. It had like the metallic flakes in it, so it was like shiny, like the Fans Toys visors. But they put it on in such a way that the light feature still worked if you wanted to use it. Like you could turn it on and the light feature shine through it, and if you had it turned off, it still had the metallic.
Yeah,
shiny.
if you don't do like multiple coats.
Yeah. So you were able to do it both ways. You got.
Yeah. All right. There's that.
I just saw Paul's butt go by.
Well, you'll have to tell my wife where it is because she's been looking for it for years.
Tell her no worries. I will scroll back and screenshot it for her. So don't worry about it. It's like finding Bigfoot. It'll be that blurry picture of Bigfoot running through the woods like the old picture. It better be your butt going across the screen.
Shit. Bigfoot talks about the myths of seeing my ass.
Yeah, man.
It's West Greenwich folklore.
It's what's the other one they have up there? Is that the jackalope is northeast? Is that the jackalope's another one?
I've heard of it. I'm not sure where it originated though.
Okay.
The jackalope.
The jackalope. No, there's
Not
another
the
one.
jackalope was a desert one, I thought.
Because I always remember seeing pictures of it like in like forest and snow and stuff like that. About time you came back, Tyler.
Sorry, man. Dealing with the critical incident
Nice.
Critical
is how we would describe that. But what's up?
Did you tell him to put in a ticket? Jesus.
No. No. No.
Where are you supposed to spend your billable hours?
No.
Why can't my?
So, Tyler, here's that thing that I wasn't supposed to reveal.
It's fine.
Oh, Tyler, you're supposed to go. No, not that one. Come on, man. Play along, Tyler.
No.
You're just making your own Transformers now.
Yeah.
So sold all his MPs, got completely out, and then he's like, you know what? Fuck you, Fans Toys. I can make my own Optimus.
Oh, that reminds me. So JD,
yes.
was any of this weekend's reveals kind of difficult because of the decision to get out of MPs?
I mean, seeing some of the Fans Toy stuff, yes. Like
It's freeing. JD.
the Ironhide and Ratchet, and then the Magnus and
Ultra
the
Magnus.
Prime.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I'm still okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
The Prime, I'm not too worried about because they're gonna end up doing like they did with Blaster, and like I'm gonna send you a secondary pack with a hip skirt with yellow arrows on it instead of the gold in case you don't want gold, and then you gotta change your own thing.
Look, there's a head sculpt JD painted.
Hey.
Yay.
Nice.
JD doesn't know it yet, Tyler, but he's gonna be painting one of my head sculpts soon too.
I was gonna say we've had some requests for those lately too.
So, Tyler, is this head on a ball joint?
Yes. Ball joint on one side and a peg on the other.
So it rotates at the peg and swivels on the ball.
Yep.
That's pretty good, man. Double jointed elbows. Is it double jointed knees too?
Yep.
Very cool.
He's probably 9 inches tall. He might be a little shorter than MP10.
Okay. Well, I was in, but I'm out now because this is not screen accurate. Those gas tanks are never white in any kind of
They are.
picture I've
Go
ever
and look it up in the cartoon.
That's it.
So's his abdomen.
Shows happening.
That's ultimate tune accuracy, sir.
Ultimate inaccuracy when you purposely make the wrong color choices like they did the show. That's how you know you're a real fan.
That's right.
Oh.
Dude, that thing it did come out cool, man.
And here, I was gonna say, and here's part of Soundwave's hip assembly.
Dude, stop already, man. Just stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Oh,
Bad boy, baby. You might not want to quote Puffy anymore. You might get yourself in trouble. That's not the guy to be quoting anymore. I don't know if you've ever paid attention to this, Tyler, or seen any of my streams about it, but that's my whole Soundwave display right there. This whole thing is just variants of Soundwaves inside that lit up display back there.
Nice.
So, while you're doing your practice run on that one, you might want to go ahead and start another one right behind it.
Start another one right behind
Fill the sprue up. You don't want to waste any plastic.
You don't want to.
Yeah, speaking of
waste not, want not.
Speaking of wasted plastic, I can show you guys a pile that's pretty disconcerting, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, these new like multicolor printers, these like high-speed multicolor printers, like depending on like what layers you're doing and how many color changes you have, like they can get kind of gnarly.
High speed. It's not like calling a go-kart high speed vehicle.
No, well, I mean, I would consider it high speed considering they print, depending on what it is, probably on average 5 times faster than what a normal 3D printer will.
which is still ungodly slow, right?
Actually, the new ones are kind of scary. Like as fast as they move, it kind of feels like they're gonna fall over. But
Tyler,
like,
I want to show this to you when you're done with that Scott's question.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the first round of Thrones we did on those older printers, it took about 24 hours to get one, and on that new printer, it's like 9 hours. I guess to kind of put it in perspective. So, what was your question, Brink?
All right, so I'm going to show you something here. I picked these up at NJCC. A guy was selling 3D printed signs. And there's Turtles one as well.
Yep.
Oh, that's nice.
So, like you can kind of, I think this might have been done on a multicolor printer. Maybe? Do you think?
It could have, or that one, because the red is just sitting directly on top of it. It could have been done on a regular printer with a pause in the middle of it. That one is.
I don't think this is painted.
No, it's not painted.
I don't think it's painted. That one's probably on a multicolor printer, just the way that
I'm pretty sure he uses a multicolored printer.
Me
Look
too.
at how shiny these things are. Smooth on the back. Is that because
that's from the plate?
It's either on a smooth plate or a glass bed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because these things are super. They're smooth like glass.
I need to get things like that too because I have a whole crap ton of Nintendo figures that are going to go on my display when I get my new shelving units.
I can do those, and I can also put them into a light box if you really want to get fancy.
God damn it, Tyler! Look, you're getting at the level of like my child support checks at this point, man. You need to calm down. You are getting all my money, man.
All of it.
Bills to pay.
All of it.
So I wanted to ask some, but you were away.
Sorry.
I didn't. No, you're good. I just didn't want to get into the same level of trouble as Brink did with the Optimus pictures.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I had showed off that I had scored the Supreme Commander. And wanted to know if it's okay to talk about what I had been talking to you about.
Yeah, it's almost done. Do you want me
you've already got it running?
Yeah, hang on.
Well, I'll wait then. I'll let you show it whenever.
Let me see if I can log in, or do I need 2 separate accounts? Let's see. I don't have the fancy setup like they have.
So while he's getting that, I fell victim to a Facebook ad for
Oh my.
right,
Oh,
That's
and it all stores away.
Is that a screwdriver set?
Yeah,
mhm.
I mean, and you know, every other like Torx bits and
yeah.
yeah, a little bit of
That's nice.
everything in there. Yeah, especially with the shit we work on, right? It's like you
Yeah.
need all the small guys.
All the little ones.
Yep.
Huh.
Hold on, I gotta take my headphones off real quick.
Uh-oh.
Unacceptable. He can't hear me say that.
No, he can't. He can't hear anything that you're saying at all right now.
Oh, so if I was like JD, brown chicka brown chicka brown brown, like he would
All
know
right,
what's going on.
It's not gonna let me log in, but Brink, I'll send you a couple more photos. Hang on.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
So you guys can
And he's back.
And I'm back.
Hey you.
Hey you. Hey there.
I need more glue.
Hey there, sailor. So you're waiting for it to finish to show it, Tyler?
No, I just sent Brink a couple photos so he can
Oh.
show those.
Gotcha.
It should be done in a couple hours. It was about and because of the amount of color shifts, I mean, it went from like 9 hours to print a regular one to like 27 hours to print the one for you.
So I need to write a $5,000 check and just send it your way and just call it good at this point.
Is that your prepayment for whatever it is we end up doing?
Yeah. Of all the things that are still coming, that's my
the
down
prepayment.
payment. That's my Tyler's not allowed to tell me no payment. I want a classified scale terror drone. You can't say no now.
Here you go, Ricky.
Yes. So of course, as soon as I found out I'd scored this, I reached out to him because I knew.
Fuck yeah!
His doing his thrones again. I was like, "What is your thoughts on maybe doing like a red and gold color scheme on it to go with the Supreme Commander?" And I believe what I first said was, do you think that the plastics would hold up to me painting them? And he's like, what do you mean painting them? I'm like, like doing red would it be possible to do I was talking about the scales inside the hood, like do every other line like red because it was all gold at the time. He's like, do you know who you're talking to? Be right back. And the next thing I know, I'm getting CAD files. He had CAD files. He's like, look, you mean like this? And I'm like, actually, I meant inverted. He's like, be right back. He's like, oh, you mean like this?
Boom.
I'm like, yeah, but can the red be a little darker? And he goes, oh, you mean like this?
Oh, you mean like this?
Yeah, okay, I guess exactly like that.
And then I go, does that match the Cobra? And the next thing I know, I get a picture of Cobra Commander's foot by the spool of red to show that the color matches.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Awesome. Like, he was on it, dude. I bust Tyler's balls, but I love Tyler. He's a cool guy. So that's going to be coming this way eventually.
If you zoom in on that little foot pad on the top, you can see that the red is like inlaid in it.
Yep, because I asked him if he could do that too. He's like, yeah, like 1 second, and he came back and did it again.
1 second. That's awesome.
Does that have like a? Oh, never mind. That's the print. That's the
waffling
grid.
from the
The waffling. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, around the edges. That's just
No. Like it looks like the actual throne part, the part he sits on, looks like to the right, Brink.
This thing.
Yeah, so like on the right side there, and then if you go up, it almost looks like that's like a red material with like a black lacing on it.
Fishnet.
Yeah, well, kind of, but it's like
Mhm.
think of like a piece of furniture. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
That's what I was seeing. It's just my eyes playing tricks.
They're always playing tricks on me.
My mind is playing tricks on
That's
me.
it. What you know about ghetto boys? You don't know.
Don't even. Don't.
Calm down over there, Chan.
Oh.
We ain't talking about ghetto boys.
Don't play with me, buddy.
Hey, you don't know nothing about no Bushwick Bill.
Oh, now. You don't know me so
Tyler.
well, do you?
Tyler, this part right here, is this like because it says that this is a hot surface.
Yeah.
So like when it first lays it down, does it kind of like melt around it or something? Or
that's technically called a raft. And what it's designed to do is to help the print adhere to the bed.
uh-huh.
So when the print comes off, that'll come off with it, and it won't be attached anymore.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say that's the pieces of flair for mine, so it's different from everybody else's.
That's right.
That chat's awful quiet, but we're giving you people pearls of knowledge.
That's right.
Come on now.
Pearls before swine, you bunch of quiet people
So-
over
Brink, Brink, did that other photo come through?
Oh yeah, here it is.
So when we talk about these multicolor printers, like they create a lot of waste because they, obviously have to change color between layer heights or different areas. So
Right.
that's the only downside with these. Prusa's got one coming out that supposedly isn't going to have waste, but we'll see. But if Brink shows it, you'll see all the quote unquote printer poop.
Printer poop.
there. Over to
Printer
the side
poop.
over there. Yep.
Oh no, there's there you go.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Holy nits.
Little turds.
And that's just like the shavings and stuff, like when it overshoots, spill off or something. How is it? What is that?
So there's still only one nozzle on it, so it'll push through when it's changing colors to make sure that there's no residual colors left, so you don't have
Gotcha.
color bleed through.
I got you.
So I've started using it as packing material.
That's actually pretty slick.
Perfect.
That's smart.
genius.
That's really smart.
putting it
You really
Huh?
mess with somebody is it kind of looks like tri-noodle salad. So you just blend a little Italian dressing in it and put it in a Ziploc bag and send it to
Just
somebody.
throw a little packet. Little
I never
Italian
trusted
dressing.
those noodles. Now I never will.
And they're just like, do not eat this.
Ever. But then
so
have it
Ty-
like smell really good.
Tyler, with this, so this isn't like a resin printer; it's a PLA type of thing. Is that what
Yep.
that is?
Yep. PLA is a type of plastic,
Well,
but
what's
it's
the type of printer? I should say. This is?
FDM.
That's what I meant. Thank you.
FDM
Yeah.
printing. Yep.
Yo, do you still have that huge fucking resin printer? Do you still have that?
Yeah, the thing that's like this bigger than a mini fridge. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing you were printing fangs
Like
and
Bangs and Skyhawks.
yeah.
Yep.
You know, Tyler, I've been
Good.
following you for a while on Insta, and for whatever reason, shit doesn't come up in my feed, and
That's the algorithm.
something popped right. And so I went in, and I've missed so much. Like I was going through all your posts. Holy shit, man!
Yeah.
Amazing. Like those fangs were, yeah.
You know what's funny? I didn't even keep one for myself.
Oh,
my God.
man.
I
Now,
know.
so like those fangs, how much time goes into the printing of those?
I would say the main body is probably just under 20 hours. And then
Oh wow.
I can dip all the gray parts on one plate and then all the red on another plate. So I mean, I could turn out. I mean, if I wanted to use all the resin printers, I could probably turn out 1.5, maybe 2 a day.
Jeez.
Wow.
Wow.
So,
Do you
That's
have any plans
crazy.
of revisiting those?
not at a production scale, but I mean, because we printed probably 50
Maybe
or
for a guy that
60.
bought you MP36 years and years and years ago?
I mean, if you wanted one, or I mean, if any of the Realm guys hit me up, like I'll always make them. I'll do stuff off cycle, but I mean, actually, I don't have anything planned right now for resin because we've been playing with these stands, and I haven't posted those anywhere yet. But that's probably going to be the next thing. Well, it's because every time I think I'm done, it's like, oh, you know what? I could do this and do another one.
Right.
And then I'm trying to think about, like, I don't want to set up an Etsy shop, but it might be the easiest way for people to place bulk orders for stands.
Right.
Instead of like sending me a DM that's like, can I get 10 of this one and 5 of this one and 4 of this one? And
now when you
can just make your buttons on the Etsy.
Exactly.
Now when you do full production runs, do you just build the order? Like you take in orders first and then build all that, or do you come up with a number in your head and build all those and just try to sell them off after?
I'll use so with the fangs, I did like we made them to order, which was a bit much. So these last few things, like what I'll do is, I mean, on average, I think most of the vehicles will probably do anywhere between 50 to 75 of them. So I'll try to get a few of them made up front. And usually those are just photos, and then I can get them out. And then once people start getting them, then they take photos and post them, and then they all start trickling in. And then I just have to do the math. And there's times where I'll tell people like, look, I can get you one, but it's probably going to be, 3, 4, 5. I think at one point with Skyhawks, it was like a 6-week turnaround.
Yeah.
Just because we were booked up, but.
Because I don't know if you've been seeing it, but I've been tagging you all over the book of faces. Whenever people talk about stands, I'm like, Tyler, go talk to Tyler.
Yeah.
And I can't remember where the underscores were because I know it's 3D printing Forge, but I always forget where your underscores are. And so I'm like, I don't want to tell them to go look on IG for this. I'm not positive, so I just tag you, and hopefully you come back and tell them.
Yeah, I have. And
okay.
I actually sent Brink a picture with a bunch of stands so people can see what we're talking about. But yeah, I mean it's fun.
I mean, and also, should we be a little like? Not, I say we, and I'm a guest too, but Chan and JD, are y'all insulted by the fact that he shows up to ETR in a freaking blazer and tie, and he shows up on here in like a wife beater and like a sweat jacket?
I'm wearing a North Face hoodie right now.
I'm not offended. You either show up dressed to the nines in your sweatpants or don't show up at all. I don't even care. One way or another.
I had to wear pants. You did not tell me I had to wear pants to be on this show tonight. I do not appreciate any of this.
We didn't have to wear pants.
Here's the other thing.
You didn't have to wear pants.
I'm going to say this real quick. I don't give a shit what you're wearing. I don't see that. So don't tell me.
I'm getting comfortable.
No, Paul, you're standing up and walking around. You have to wear pants.
As long as I don't have to see it, I don't really give a shit, and you don't have to share.
I live in a fucking present.
Fair enough. Yeah, so that's not even all of them. I need to take another photo when we get. But the problem is like I keep looking at them and thinking of something else to do. But
that Dreadnought ones is one of my favorite.
That's pretty cool.
It glows in the dark.
Yeah, I love that part.
Yeah.
What a great Todd.
Does it glow only when you hit it with the black light, or does it absorb and actually glow back?
It'll glow back just from regular UV light. So
awesome.
There's your Supreme Snake Cobra Commander one.
I know. And if I wasn't getting that fancy throne, that would have been on my list. What I'll do is I'll have his foot on that, sitting on the throne.
There you go. Problem solved.
Like, are you a real Tyler fan? Because I'm a real Tyler fan. Look, I have his foot peg.
I mean, I hate to do this, but like, Tyler, you could print that stand on the base of
the foot pedal. The foot pedal.
Yeah, the foot thing. Sorry, buddy.
Where were you last night when we were talking about this?
I was here.
Oh my goodness.
Damn it.
I was at home.
Scratch the print, start over. No, don't do that.
Just that little piece.
Don't do that.
He was here and we were watching Resident Alien.
Yeah.
That shit's funny, by the way.
And I'm definitely gonna end up with a snake eyes or two because I got all the different variants. So I'm gonna get at least 2 of those.
Yeah.
So Tyler,
need
let
you
me ask you, and this is just out of complete ignorance to the 3D printing world.
Mm-hmm.
So I know they've come a long way, and the little bit that I have heard, but like how is like the I guess like the surface, like does it show like lines, or does it have to be sanded, or like
None of those are sanded. Those are straight off the machine.
huh?
There's a lot of it has to do with how dialed in your machine is, how well you know your settings. Some of the printers will have a mode where they call it ironing, where they'll just heat the nozzle up and kind of go over the top of it to try to smooth it out.
Yeah.
But and again, it depends on what you're printing. So
like on the vehicles, as like the outside shell of them, are they like pretty smooth? Or?
Well, the resin ones are silky smooth. I mean, that's the advantage with resin. But the and again, it also depends on your layer height and how much you want to, like how fast you want it done. Like if you use a lower layer height, the lines aren't as noticeable. Versus if you use like a thick layer height, then it's more of like trying to squeeze toothpaste on top of each other. To make so it doesn't. So I mean, I don't know how to really describe it. So like
no, I get the way you're describing it.
Yeah, because the layer lines are thicker, so like they're more noticeable versus a 0.2 or a 0.4 layer height. Then it's much thinner.
I see a fan coming in on the ShelfGravy cam.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That was one of the. I think actually that was the first one.
That was. Yeah, I was gonna say that was
wow.
Hot off the press, number 1.
JD with the prototypes over there.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yep. I gotta finish it though.
Yeah.
The landing gear. The landing gear's a little. Well, maybe not.
Oh, I was gonna say I have a bigger printer now, so I can print it in one piece for you if you really want. If you want a new one.
Yeah,
he's not gonna complain one way or the other, Tyler.
Yeah, because that was the problem I was having right there.
Oof.
Oh, attaching the tail.
The seam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was off the smaller printer. The newer printer, I can print that whole thing in one piece.
Yeah.
So, advantages.
So you get a new one off the bigger printer, you make that your battle damaged one. Boom, nailed it.
Blow this one up, break it in half, and blow it up.
Put it in the diorama.
Yeah, I definitely have to learn some more about it because with the shop that I'm building in my basement or just to try shit out. But I kind of wanted to get like something small, just a small printer, just to make like accent pieces and nothing big, just little things.
Stuff like on the shelves and stuff. Yeah.
I was gonna say, depending on how small you want to go, like resin may be the way to go. Like if you wanted to do like head sculpts or weapons or like highly detailed small things. If you want larger objects, FDM is probably the better way to go. So, I usually say FDM is more engineering, where resin printing is more chemistry, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Because like ambient temperature like can affect resin. So like you're up in Massachusetts, right?
Well, close, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. Yeah. So like those cold like if your shop's in the basement in those cold winters, like it could cause your prints to fail just because of the temperature. So like, and I mean, there's people that try to have like tank heaters and like different things to kind of keep the resin, but keep it warm. But I mean, most of the time that I've seen it, like the heating of the resin's inconsistent. So like you'll get weird results. So
that's something to think about, just like with baking,
So you can only use it in the summer, Paul. You can only do it 3 months out of the year.
Great,
Chan. I love it that you figured out a way to bring your cookies into this mix, but I also hate it because now I'm hungry for your.
Same.
You so Tyler, I'm curious. Does 3D printing at different altitudes cause any problems? This is the lesser boiling point or something? I don't know. That'd be kind of weird.
I'm trying to think. Have I had any different problems from Utah to New Hampshire?
Because Utah's pretty
Mormons.
low, right? Like they're low below sea level, right?
Who?
Utah.
Below sea level? What are you talking
Yeah.
about, man?
I thought
He'd
that's
sound
how-
like
I
he'd
thought that's how
sound
you
like
went-
Ace if
I
he
thought
was
that's how you
below
went
sea
to-
level.
That's how you went to like Mormon hell was down through Utah. Like I don't know how that works. Dude.
Mormon hell.
Mormon hell.
Wow.
Rocky Mountain High.
Oh, see, meth and gators, man. We don't know nothing about over here, man.
See, Utah's just the other side of the Rockies. Like Colorado's the east side, Utah's the west side.
Scott will
Yep.
tell you, man. I have a firm belief anything west of Texas is just Idaho. I don't know nothing else out there.
Idaho's above us. Yeah. It's just north of
You
us.
say so.
Potatoes out there.
But no, I don't think I've had any. I don't think I've had any challenges with altitude.
That's good.
The more altitude related would probably, if you were like up in the mountains, it'd probably revert back to the temperature problems you were talking about, getting the colder weather and stuff higher up and all that. Like
yeah,
that.
I mean, there were some times. I mean, we're kind of past it now, but where I would leave a space heat. So like my shop, like it's in my house, but like there's two giant sets of windows and it's just sheetrock. Like it's insulated, but it's a concrete floor. So like I've had to use like heat dishes and different things to kind of keep it warm in here. But
Oh, okay.
aside from that,
That's the problem I'm having with my my wood shop. I have no heat
Temperature?
out there. Yeah,
Mm.
and I just don't like doing anything in the cold.
No, I don't either. I get that. I don't want to even go outside when it's cold.
I am tired of it. I'm working it all fucking day.
Well, we're heading into spring, guys, so
Thank
don't have
God.
to worry about it much longer.
well,
It was nice today.
I was gonna say we have a crazy storm coming in. They gave us a wind advisory tomorrow up to like 75 miles an hour.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's
Mm.
that. Whatever's hitting you tomorrow is hitting us Friday, Saturday.
Oh, Drea's in the chat. Hi, Drea. Here's a flower I'm working on. I'll show you real quick. I'm messing around on my iPad, but
Let's see it.
See, Andrea knows. I
Oh,
always give
wow.
her a hard time. That is, you're drawing that
I'm kind of painting it.
or
sort of,
painting it.
anyway.
That, but what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, it looks like a real picture. Like that's
Here,
nuts.
I'll zoom in. You can see all the weird lines and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
that looks
cool.
good.
See.
Yeah.
That's
Very
photorealistic.
I'm working on it.
That's beautiful.
See all the weird squigglies and stuff going on.
No.
God, shut
Yeah,
up. Look.
exactly.
Mhm.
See? Yeah. So I'm working on
I love-
that.
I love how artists are like, look at this ugly piece of crap that I'm making. You're like, oh my god, that's gorgeous. Relax.
Look at the shit I threw together.
Yeah.
And then here's the bumblebee I've been working on. I'm doing stuff for Mother's Day. You guys want flowers and pictures and prints and stuff for your mamas? Hit
Well,
me
that's
up.
cool with the bee in it.
Does that
Yeah.
transform?
Does it transform?
Totally transformed.
It doesn't transform, unfortunately.
That's
Really,
the
it
worst looking
transforms from
Volkswagen
that-
I've ever seen.
The worst one you've ever seen.
The worst Volkswagen.
I'll remember that. And then here's another one that's almost done. You can see like the lines
That's the
and everything.
dandelion. Is that a dandelion?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm working on things though. Taking commissions for pet portraits and all that other kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
So hit me up if anybody wants anything. This is one I did for JD's mom.
Nice.
It's the puppers.
Yeah, she's a cutie. And then I did. This is the one I did for Ash and Kyle, or some of our other friends, other doggy.
Spazzy chihuahuas.
His tongue didn't fit in his mouth. I mean, seriously.
Perfect.
And then
Can't ask for better than that. Like
no. And this is the first one I did. This is Rogue. This is Mike and Vanessa's kitty that passed away.
Aw.
She's cute. But yeah,
you painted that?
on the iPad, yeah.
God, woman.
Yeah, and then there's the one I did for Dust of Wookie. Pretty little Wookie. But yeah, so I'm working on flowers and bugs and all kinds of other stuff. If anybody wants anything for, Mother's Day or whatever, hit me up. Got some fun things I'm doing, so.
That's awesome, Jen.
Before my iPad dies.
How much longer does it have?
You can plug it in.
A year? 5 months?
The iPad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Chan turned her camera off so she could flick us all off without us catching.
No,
her.
I didn't.
Smart asses about her iPad. She's like, oh yeah, you got.
You know what? How about now? Huh? You think I'm gonna hide that shit? Come on now.
Get the motherfucking cheeseburger, bitch.
I'll tell you what. I'm a lot braver than you think I am. I'm a little bit braver than that. I'm sweet as pie, but I will sour.
Yeah, she's a feisty one.
Like Sour Patch Kids.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Yeah.
Sweet and sour. Anyway.
Sweet and sour.
I'm in the planning
you say
stages.
sweet and sour.
I'm gonna be doing a berserk sword 1-to-1.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna be surprising Gavin with that.
Fucking Dragon Slayer.
Oh my god, dude, he's blowing through those books. Like maybe a day.
That was you
Each
posting
one.
those pictures in the realm, getting the bundles
Yeah.
of the book? Oh, I didn't realize that was you that was talking about that. That's awesome.
So I got a question. Where are you finding 15 at?
I haven't got 15 yet, but they had it at that Arisu, I think it's called, in Mystic, that anime shop.
Really? Because
Mystic?
I can't
the
find
Do
it
you need
anywhere.
15?
Well, I mean, I was thinking about it, and like Josh, the one guy I work with, him and I were talking about it, and like he's like, they only made up to 14.
Huh.
Like it's not out yet, so I don't know.
I
Take that picture.
Wondering where you fucking got
Take
it.
that picture in and be like, look, my friend Paul said, suck it. There's 15 right there.
No, I don't have 15. So that's the only one that my wife sees.
Ignore me.
My wife's a freaking beast. So she picked up the first one because he got this award through school. Top performer in the country in business, marketing, and leadership. This course that he's taken. And international course. Some might brag, not me. So sorry, I stole that from Bobby.
It's okay. It's okay to be a proud father.
It just fits. So my wife took him to that shop, and he picked out that book, the first one. So when I was on my way back from NJCC, I stopped through there and grabbed 2 and 3. Well, he blew through both of those books in like 3 days.
Wow.
And then I got talking with the wife, and I'm like, hey, he's really into it, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, what's it about? And I'm like, you don't want to know. And she went on Amazon, and all of a sudden we had 4 through 14 show up at the house.
Wow.
So she's like, you got to find 15 because I couldn't find it online.
Yeah, that was the problem I had.
So I'm going to... One of these weekends coming up, maybe this weekend. I don't know what we have planned, but I mean it's only an hour away. So if I'm going to go up there, JD, I will let you know if they have it, and I can pick you up one if you want, and we'll do stuff.
So, Paul,
Fair.
you mentioned Mystic, like Mystic Pizza, like the movie.
Yes. Demi Moore, she still works there.
Julia
Things haven't been good
Roberts.
in Hollywood. Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Hey, man, they're just jokes. Don't correct me.
Gotta analyze everything. Jeez.
Well, actually, no. No, Mystic, Connecticut. You know, Mystic Village. No.
No.
Nope.
No.
Huh. Well, I think, JD and Chan, when you come up, we have to take a ride there because, like I said, it's like maybe an hour, 45 minutes. I don't necessarily follow anything anime. I mean, I like Attack on Titan, and I've watched a few episodes of Berserk, and I plan on going through all the books. But that place, pretty friggin' cool.
Yeah, you should be
You should be watching Berserk.
you should be reading that, and
Yeah.
Isn't that the one where like the artist like passed away before he finished the whole manga?
yeah,
Berserk?
yep,
Man.
yep.
Is Berserk still on Netflix?
Yes.
It is, but you have to have a VPN.
It's not.
I can't get it.
Side.
I was looking
A
because
what?
after
What?
I can't VPN.
Yeah, in
To
order
change
to
your
place
region?
yourself in a different region.
Yeah. So
So
you can
I
trick your
can't get
computer into
Berserk.
thinking you're in Japan instead of in America or vice versa.
God
But
damn.
it is on Crunchyroll.
I just opened up Netflix, and the first thing that pops on the screen is this movie Damsel, and it's fucking it's
hot
11
garbage.
from Stranger Things. Man, 11's all grown up.
She's 12 now.
She's gonna turn us all into dirty old men.
No, she's a
Not
fucking
I, said
horrible
the fly.
person.
See, I never watched Stranger Things.
You don't have to. She's
Get
a
with
horrible person.
Is she?
I've heard lots of people that have met her, and she is a fucking bitch.
Wait,
Really?
who? Wait, who?
11.
Millie Bobby Brown.
11. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. I've heard the same thing. Yep, I've heard the same thing. I've heard that she's really, really shitty.
Well, if
Wow.
you were cooped up in an insane asylum and had blood come out of your nose, you'd be a bitch too.
Yeah, you wouldn't be shitting sunshine and rainbows.
Every time she does something cool, her nose bleeds.
Sneeze too hard, nosebleed. Smash somebody's car with your mind, nosebleed.
Getting
Right.
followed around by some creepy, ugly kid with a big
Nosebleed.
Didn't she have some issues with like Instagram followers and stuff like that when she was young?
Probably.
But I think Andrea just kind of touched on that. I'd heard those stories too, that she's one of those like standoffish actors, like or actresses that are very kind of I'm better than you type peoples.
Yep.
And I don't know if that's just how it's been.
Well, that's too bad.
It's just been portrayed, or if she's actually that way. It sucks.
Hey, Andrew, I know you're into anime. Have you watched, or has anyone here watched this Delicious in Dungeon yet?
No.
I'm
sure that Elijah has watched it.
If anybody
Where's
around
it
here
on? What's it on?
Netflix.
No, Delicious in Dungeon?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, buddy.
If Andrea hasn't wasted her time watching it, don't bother, Brink.
Huh?
Don't do it.
I don't know, man. She's like okay. She's okay. Let me put it this way. She's very picky about her anime art style, as well as the fact that it cannot have any kind of mecha in it.
What is this?
No.
So,
No
no
mecha.
Evangelion, no Robotech, no
Oh, no Gundam.
no Gundam.
Oh my god.
Does she like Ninja Scroll?
Nope.
What?
Nope,
Record
shaking her head, man.
Ninja
records
Scroll?
records of the Lodos War.
Oh.
He says.
I don't know. Some of them are hard to get through as a female person. I'm not gonna lie. Some of it's a little difficult.
Ninja Scroll's a classic.
Yeah, but
Some of it.
I know
that one can be rough. But Records of the Lotus War is like, I always tell everybody when they like, what's that about? I'm like, just think anime Lord of the Rings. This is pretty much what it is. It's like an anime version of Lord of the Rings.
Like Robotech and like Evangelion and all that. I think I have a hard time with them sometimes myself. Like I can watch them once through, but if JD puts them on at night and falls asleep, I'll get up and turn them off.
Like Evangelion and shit like that, I get because it's
Office weird. For the 5th watch through. Here I come.
Well, no.
You both said no way too fast. You don't like The Office?
I'm a huge fan of Steve Carell, but I worked in offices and
I get you.
I've lived in that life, and I live in PA, so like I know too much about that life. I can't.
And if y'all don't think,
I don't like it because it's depressing. It's just a depressing show. Everybody's
miserable.
Everyone's doing everything wrong. They're trying to get ahead. And
did you like it?
That's why I don't watch Family Guy.
What? See, she watches every night, all night long, so she can't even remember what she watched because she says she did watch Ninja Scrolls.
Ninja Scrolls.
They had a movie. It was a Ninja Scroll movie.
Or 2000?
Yeah.
Early. It was 92, 93. Old. I was in high school watching that. And then they had a crappy sequel called The Return of Jubei that really had nothing to do with Ninja Scroll at all.
There's like a series.
It had like Ewoks in it and stuff.
No, it was just they took that character's name and then put him in a whole different kind of story and changed everything about him. Like it was crazy.
I don't mind the series, but the movie's way fucking good. And I can't wait. The Fwoosh is making figures for them.
For what?
Ninja Scroll.
Are they?
Yeah. It's a Kickstarter.
Man. People, stop taking my money. I have to pay Tyler. These people need to relax, man.
Yeah, I was like last year or the year before they did Jubei. That they're like
I've missed all of that.
They did it. They funded it.
Well, if I already missed Jubei, then I'm already out because I'm a completionist, so I'm good.
I'm sure you'll be
not
able to find it afterwards.
I'd have to have my set.
It's the Fwoosh, so that you'll be able to find it on like EE and BBTS probably.
Like the only thing I've ever gotten.
In fact,
from
they might have them there already.
The only thing I've ever gotten from the Fwoosh is I have a articulated ninja that I made my Storm Shadow out of years ago.
Yep. Same sort of thing, but they're improving it.
Gotcha. And I'm not one to brag, but I think my Storm Shadow is better than the Hasbro one. I hate that Hasbro one. I don't like how it looks. I think he's too beefy and bulky. The Fwoosh articulated ninjas are very lithe and ninja-like looking.
Yeah.
You're too bulky looking.
That's right.
That's what she said.
She definitely did not.
Yeah, boy. All right, so y'all want me to show you my surprise thing that I have not seen on the internet?
Do it.
Okay. So y'all have watched the like the movies that made us and the toys that made us and whatnot shows on Netflix. In the Cell Company, they released Biker Mice from Mars.
Oh, nice.
So I got them in Throttle and Vinny and Mondo. I mean, they are great figures. I've got the bikes on pre-orders. The bikes have not released yet, but I was showing, I think EE or somebody, one of the group chats or something. This is $20 cheaper than a Super 7. Double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, fully articulated. ab crunch, waist swivel, the whole 9 yards. 3 head swaps, multiple hands, and weapons accessories. And one of my all-time favorites, they went super old school. So this is Throttle's hubcap launcher that launches the hubcap. Like you can still shoot them. They got the working launch, and then Vinny's grabber thing works. Like they went the extra yardage with this. And they are gorgeous. Like, let me get a regular head sculpt on here because their head swaps. It's not
so three different head swaps. So you can pop and swap. So that's customization, right?
I feel like you're setting me up for a joke here, Scott, and I'm not catching it.
No, there was a big chat in the chat the other night.
Oh yeah, the modding and customizing. Yeah, I was part of that conversation, but I was trying to explain it. It's all customizing. It's just modding is different than head swapping. But no, like look at the details on this. Like it's crazy. Like he's got
very cool.
earrings.
I love it.
Earrings in there. Earrings are all painted up. You know, they got the guns in their sidearms. The tail is articulated, like it's on a ball hinge, so you can move it around too. I mean, it's a great figures. I was super excited to get these. I mentioned on I think on RHP the other night, or maybe the after hangout, how my kids used to they love to play the game on Super Nintendo, the one where you're on the bikes just riding around shooting everything. It's like a racer gunner game. They loved the games, and so they wanted to watch the show. So I did some searching of the Googles and found out every single episode is on YouTube. So I'm going to burn through those with the kids next time they're over here.
Nice.
And let them watch it. So I'm super excited about that. I'm not going all the way in. I don't know how deep they're going. I'm definitely getting the bikes. Don't know if I'm going to get Limburger if they make him or not. But these are great figures. I was super excited. I've been messing with them like ever since. Oh, you know how Jay, you're big on this too. The weird random accessories that some things come with.
Yes.
Every single one of them came with a hot dog. It's just a little hot dog and a bun for them to eat on. So you got a little hot dog comes with every one of them. So I'm like, yep, cool. There's cool little things to have in there. Big, huge crowbar that one of them come with, like pry bar.
Right.
Like it's just nuts, like the stuff that they came with. And it makes me madder about my Silverhawks every time I look at these and touch these. It makes me hate those things more.
That's honestly that almost this almost seems like a deeper cut than Silverhawks.
It is definitely. Biker Mics from Mars was definitely, because I think they did 1 season, maybe 2. They didn't do much. It's like 60 episodes or something like that. So it didn't go very far, and it's a early 90s, not really an 80s cartoon. And that's why it makes me mad. Like these Nacelle's a newerish company making figures. They, like I said, they're cheaper. They're the same size. The Silverhawks, I think I was talking about Brink with it. Like they feel kind of hollow. Like if you hold like a Thundercat in one hand and the Silverhawk in the other, they feel lighter than the Thundercats. These are not. These things are solid with all the articulation built into them and stuff, multiple swaps and all that. Like this makes me mad more at those Silverhawks. Now I just kind of want to throw them all in a box and put them out in the garage. So
wow,
but they're awesome. They really are awesome. Like look at this head sculpt on one of Moto's head sculpts. Like he's got his little eye patch going on.
That's awesome. He's got his earrings.
Yep.
Yeah.
They have like scars in them and stuff. Like you see the scar running up the side of his face. I mean, they're pretty cool, man. It's not too shabby.
Should say he's a friend of the show, friend of the realm.
Who is?
Brian.
Brian.
From that.
No.
Yeah.
Brian Ball.
I don't know the people from Nacelle. That was pre my time, like back when they came on ETR and all that or something back in the day.
Yeah, Brian. Brian
came
on. Yep.
Yeah, I need to go back and find that episode and watch it. I'd heard about it, but that was pre my time, so I missed it. So, friend of the show, the guy from Nacelle, So if you're watching, friend of the show, give me some more movies that made us, man. Y'all slacking off. I need some more.
Say please.
Please. Look, I just gave you all a bunch of my money with these biker mice. Use it to give me some more movies that made us.
Well, hey, I'll tell you this. Don't throw your Silverhawks away. I'll take them off your hands if you don't want them.
Sir, one of them is already broke, so you definitely don't want to take them off my hands.
Which one did you break?
I broke. Listen to this guy. Steel will. Like I literally moved. I moved this joint right here, the bicep swivel. I went like this on one of his winged arms, and it just went pop right off. And then you look at the peg ripped inside the bicep. Like, it's nuts.
Suck.
I was like, you son, like, but it didn't fight. Like there was no. It wasn't like it didn't feel like it was fighting back. It felt like a NECA. Yeah, like you know how when you first do NECAs, how they're a little tight.
Yep.
It never felt like anything was stretching or giving. It just felt a little tight. And I'm like, okay, we're working on doing that. Bloop, arm in my hand. I was like, you motherfucker. So it went on. They're back there somewhere. I just got the invoice for Stargazer from BBTS. I'm still trying to decide whether I'm going to give them money for that because all I really need is Stargazer and Copper Kid, and I'm done anyways.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want to. Like, I'm just not.
I get it. I'm not paying full price for that shit.
You wouldn't pay for these at all, except for shipping, maybe. And you wouldn't even have to pay that because I'm coming up there. I'd literally just drop them at your house. So, a high five and a handshake, I guess. I might end up doing that. I'm gonna go leave and come back home. You're gonna wake up and there's gonna be Silverhawks like scattered randomly around your house.
I mean, that kind of low key sounded like a threat.
Yeah,
it was.
It was.
It definitely was. Because I'm gonna get my friend Tyler to 3D print me some phallic objects to stick to the Silverhawks and leave them.
Phallic objects.
Oh boy,
not gonna happen.
Liar.
I promise you, I won't do it.
Money talks, bullshit walks. Tyler, here's $100. Give me them. Let's go.
Nope.
Give me a plastic penis.
I already had somebody hit me up about printing those Megatron boobs. I was like,
no.
I was like, absolutely not.
I saw that the other day, and I'm like,
were they serious about it or
stop
joking?
laughing?
Oh, they were serious.
Oh my god, dude!
Fucking Megatron boobs.
It takes all kinds.
All kinds.
Oh no, the Transformer fandom's a little.
Yep, remember the Fans Toys Rogue? The Fan Toys Rogue upgrade kit. They're known to do stuff. Crazy people.
No, sir.
Negative.
Sir. Negatory.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider.
That's right. So, what can I use to start filling this in?
Oh, I forgot to tell you, JD, when we were talking about rust, there's actually a filament that has iron shavings in it.
Oh,
and you can get it to rust to come up with like cool effects.
What?
Mm-hmm.
You just hit it with some fucking
Let's see here.
What do you call that shit? The vinegar.
Vinegar and hydrogen peroxide.
Yep.
Better?
Huh?
Can you see it?
Whoa.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Now, have you tried to use the? Did you paint out so that the light effects doesn't work anymore? Or did you leave it?
Oh no, I painted them out. Yeah, I don't need the light effects.
Mm.
I don't need the light effects. I know, Ricky. I know. It's like painting my Razor Crest, right?
Not even the same thing. not even close to the same thing. Not at all. Like this is a figure you can still buy at retail. No, it's not the same thing.
For those of you who may not know, I got a Razor Crest and I wanted to detail it because
he is a psycho.
What have you done?
I detailed it.
Yeah. He did not buy. Yeah, he did not buy a HasLab Razor Crest. Let's correct this statement. Let's fill in all the blanks. He bought a Razor Crest on the secondary market, and then he immediately slapped paint on it as soon as he got it in.
That I did.
I was like, well, first of all,
And
that's a huge
the
flex.
ghost will be done in the same fashion, except for not on secondary market.
But I like to bust his chops about it, but he did make it look better. He did look a lot better when he was working on it. He's not lying. But I was like, oh my God. Like while he was doing, I was like, you know what I should do? I should start panel lining my HasLab Unicron while you're doing that. We could really just flex on everybody in this place.
Taking this to a different level.
That's right. You might be HasLab Unicron rich, but you ain't painting your HasLab Unicron rich.
Yeah, fill all that in.
All right.
Wow,
Looking pretty solid there, JD.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all closed in, and
so you're gonna have the moccasin done when you finish that up, and then we have to get Tyler to build, I don't know, I guess a whale. We have a Joe water vehicle.
Show me the money.
And then have you started in on the fan for the back? Doesn't there a fan to go on the back?
Yeah, I haven't done it yet, but I have some ideas. This is still kind of like, what the fuck do I do here? I need that, but it keeps falling down in.
Super glue it to the back of that thing, the thing that you have right there.
No, because I want to.
Oh, it's an engine cover. Okay, you want
yeah,
to access the engine.
Just like the old one.
I got you. Magnets. The answer is always magnets.
Oh, magnets. That's not a bad idea.
Hey, this is not just a pretty face, JD. I have good ideas.
This fucking guy. Okay.
I'm great with him. Like EE will put me on there when he's working on his dioramas, like 2:00 in the morning, nobody else is around, and just start asking. And I'll give him. It's like, God, I love that idea. I'm gonna try this. Oh, I love this idea. I'm gonna try this. And then it's like so much work. I'm like, this is why I tell people to do it and don't do it myself.
And don't do it yourself.
It looks super cool, but I don't have to stress out about it.
No, I think he went and bought a Supreme Snake after one of those late night hangouts.
Did he? No, that's the one I got.
No, he was looking for one to stick in that Dio with basically the rest of his Crimson team.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. It was that night we were talking about it. I pulled the trigger on that one. That's the one that I got because he backed out. He's like, I don't know.
So he was talking about it. You actually did it.
Yeah, because he's like, because he went to go. He was doing it. And I'm like, I went to look. I went to the same link and then was looking down at the, if you like that, you'll like this type listings. And was finding other ones that were slightly above price, and he came in and he's like, dude, if you like, I'm not gonna get it anytime soon. I'm just gonna watch it. So if you're gonna pull the trigger on it, pull the trigger on it. I'm like, okay, say less. Boom, got it.
Yoink.
That's it. Sniper, shoddy sniper. Boom, from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
From a distance.
That's exactly what I started thinking about when you said that.
Now I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head. Damn it.
Yeah, well, I spent the last week with my grandkids, and of course my 3-year-old granddaughter. All she watches is, what is it called? Coco Melon. These stupid songs just repeat.
So now they're all stuck in there.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when the boys were that young. It was when Yo Gabba Gabba was the hotness.
Yeah.
And oh my God, there's a party in my tummy. So yummy. I still remember that crap. Freaking 14
How about
years
the
later.
Fresh Beats band?
Oh,
remember that shit?
No, man, the worst. Hurts my head to think about that stuff. I'm glad they outgrew that quickly.
I'm being summoned. I may have to jump off a little early tonight, guys.
That's fine.
That's okay.
It's like 11:15 where we are, so.
But it's been a lot of fun.
Tyler,
I kind of like this no agenda. Everybody just hanging out, working on their stuff.
Yeah.
It's a good
Yep.
time.
It's dude, it is lovely to see your face as always.
I'm just trying to be like you, JD. Look, I'm even growing out the beard again.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
Looking pretty.
I'm doing my best to be like Tyler, but I'm just a sad substitute.
I'm sending a screenshot to Dust. Be like, look who we got on our show.
Why are you trying to start a fight, Ricky?
I got nothing to do tomorrow night.
Oh no!
Wow.
That's the positive on the new job is now I'm Monday through Friday and I'm home in the evenings now, so I actually get more into paying attention to stuff. I'm excited.
Nice.
Brink, I sent you a photo of where I'm
Another
at
one?
on my project. If you want to share it,
He's like, damn it, I want to play with my Ghostbusters.
you can
Done.
see how far I got.
You're done?
Nah, I'm not done with Soundwave yet.
Are these?
but
I was gonna say these pictures you're sending me, jerk.
I got pretty far.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to talk about what you got going on there, and then tell everybody where they can find you if they're hunting down some nice 3D printed awesomeness, I guess.
wares.
I don't want to say wares, yeah, whatever.
Wares?
Where in
yeah,
the
so-
world is?
On Instagram, you can find us 3D Printing Forge. Just keep your eyes out. Actually, JD, I'll probably give you a shout tomorrow. We got to figure out this head thing. I'm sick of Ricky bothering me.
Yeah, it's all my fault.
And EE, and there's a few others. So I might just send you a box of them. That way, when people ask, I'll just be like, go ask JD.
I stopped printing those 6 years ago. JD got 20 million of them.
Yeah. Paint them whatever color you want.
Whatever color.
But yeah, I don't know if you can hear one of the printers warming up over there. It's very loud. It's interesting. It has noise calibration, which is interesting on these new printers. Anyway, so 3D Printing Forge, mostly doing GI Joe stuff. We've done a few other oddball things, but also open if you guys need something printed, depending on what it is. And I mean, if I want to do it, let's be real. Like, don't hit me up and ask me to make you a dragon or what's the other stupid thing? There's another one.
Make me some Megatron boobs.
Like, yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
Can I have a dragon with Megatron boobs and a penis, please?
Yeah, not gonna happen. So
Look at that. Wow.
I know I'm not looking. I hate you, Tyler.
where's the other photos?
Don't show them.
Oh, there we go. That's better.
Shoot. Oh shit.
Yeah, he'll look better there. He'll have better proportions. So
he's gonna look really good right over there.
yeah.
On that show.
That's cool, man.
So Ricky, somebody else already hit me up for it. It's sold.
Yeah, I don't fucking care.
Aw.
Give them their money back. Fuck them and the horse they rode in on. I don't give a shit. No. Unless it was my kids or my wife telling you to give it to them for my gift, they can all eat ass. I don't care. It's mine. I
Wow.
will fight somebody on the internet for that.
That
thing.
escalated quickly.
Well, Tyler, we're super glad you joined us tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Yeah,
Tyler,
Anytime you want to come join us, brother.
can you
I
make,
appreciate it.
can you make stands for my Ghostbusters? They have feet.
Aw.
with holes.
Are those 5mm?
They're Mattel.
I don't
Do you
know.
want them like with a Ghostbuster logo on them?
Whoa.
Oh.
He's so cool.
Yes, with Ghostbusters.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man head.
I don't know how thick they are. They're definitely not 5mm. They're smaller than that.
Really?
Yeah, 5mm. That's the that's Transformer gun stuff.
Yeah, that's the post.
Yeah,
Well,
I would
see if-
imagine the post for the Joe classified is less than 5mm. Too.
Well, I was gonna say, do you have a classic that you could try to stand it up on, or a classic stand?
The retro cards. The retro card GI Joe stand.
I guess I could open up that Lady J that I would never sell.
That you couldn't sell.
That he wouldn't sell.
They actually finally went on sale out here. I think they were $14
Actually,
bucks or something.
I have a Destro here I need to open, so I'll just do that now.
The only thing that's weird with that Destro, I don't know why they didn't put the gold chain on him on the classic card back.
That's the only thing weird about it.
Yeah, the rest of it looks good. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was a silver chain. And your fancy throne will be done around 1 a.m. local time, Ricky. So you got about 4 hours.
So what's that in real time?
That is real time.
No, you said local time. Real time is Florida time. East Coast, baby.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. So Tyler, they do fit.
Okay.
I fit them in the.
Nice. So do you just want a Ghostbuster logo? Like the ghost with the.
Now, just to beware, like, they don't have the same. You see? Like.
They don't have the same A stance.
Oh,
they have
they
straight
don't
up
have
and
an
down
A
hip.
stand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
He needs a singular peg just off center.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. That'll give me something to work on this weekend, aside from everything else. But I like the design phase. And I got to figure out this bat one. This bat stand, the wires are too small. It wasn't in that photo I sent you, Brink. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. Thanks, guys. Pleasure as always.
Thank you.
And so yeah, hit me up with 3D Printing Forge on Instagram. If you guys have questions about 3D printing, so if you are thinking about getting into the hobby or got a question about a machine or which direction you should go, feel free to drop me a line. I'll be happy to help. So
Dude, you're leaving money on the table. Don't tell people how to do this stuff. Say you have to give me money and I will make it for you.
No, I was gonna say I got Ace into this, Chris into this. It just keeps happening. It's fine.
He's got a big old sucker Ricky on the hook. You're good for money for a while. So.
Well,
all right, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you so much.
You too, man.
Good night.
Later. Thank you.
Later, Tyler.
Well, before it rolls around to midnight and we're all sitting here talking.
Oh no, that would be the worst thing ever.
It wouldn't, but
I would.
Brian
has like, you're right, that suck ass.
Brian has to work tomorrow, and I'm sure there's a few of us that do. Would you like to go around and we can like see where we're wrapping up and say goodnight to our friends that may still be watching?
I'll start.
Okay.
I opened up all my toys, and they're awesome. There's Ray.
The ears. I remember the ears popping out.
So cool. And he comes with this ghost here. And his ghost name is Jail Jaw. Jail Jaw is his ghost.
Jail Jaw. Okay.
And then we have Egon. His tie.
His tie. Yes. That's so awesome.
Egon has the. Oh, which one's the Egon one? Oh, I don't know.
This was yellow, wasn't it?
I don't remember anymore. It's been
the
so
cards
long.
on the back are all the same. Sore throat. Because his ghost is like that.
That's great. That's a great name.
And then we have Peter.
His hair.
And gruesome twosome is the ghost. And Winston. I think I like the Winston one the best. He just is like.
That's great.
Yeah. Scream Roller is his because his ghost looks like this. You can put it on his head.
It's a football helmet ghost. That's awesome.
That's super great.
I remember as a kid the toilet. Remember the toilet ghost thing? You do it and like the eyes and the tongue would pop out of it and stuff.
Yeah.
I like that one.
All right, Ricky, you're up. What's going on?
I'm all done talking about my toys. I showed y'all Biker Mice from Mars. Super happy, excited.
There we go.
Waiting for the bikes to come in. I don't know when that's going to happen, but when they do, I'll be excited for that. You can find me here every other Friday. You can find me here whenever JD and Sham want to put up with my nonsense.
Every day.
Aww. And working baseball. That's it. That's what I do.
Nice.
That's all I do.
All right, Paul, you're up. What's going on?
You know what? I can't tell you where you're going to see me. I'm on Facebook, but I'm hardly ever on. On Instagram, and I never post. I'm on Xbox Live.
But I never play.
You never play.
It's a streaming device. Yeah, I'm a prisoner to work and projects.
So
but
what
thank
did you do? What did you do tonight, real quick? What's going on there? What's in front of you?
Well, I got some base plates and the start of that wall done. I'm not going to get too deep into it. Maybe another week when I have some actual progress to show.
That's fine.
But yeah, it's going to be big, and I want to, take my time, enjoy it.
Good.
At least
I
it's
haven't done one in a
secretive.
while.
So secret.
Secretive.
But then look at his shelves and wall behind him when he finally unveils it. It's a
I
freaking
know.
masterpiece. Like
Yeah, exactly.
He won't show you any steps along the way. It's trash wood he found in his backyard, and then that all of a sudden is what he
That's like everything I build with is called lumber too.
Yeah, that's so. Listen to him. Now you're just showing off.
Yeah.
Well, since since you've kind of got like the Tyler thing going on, where it's like, don't find me, I'll find you. And you're keeping your secret. We'll just have to pop you on another time. So
yeah,
I would be
prepared
more
for
than
that.
happy to come on another time and share my work as it becomes
unfolds.
Unfolds. There you go.
There we
Yeah,
go.
I appreciate you guys having me on. Always love.
Thanks for hopping on.
It's always nice to see you, man.
Like anytime. We're here.
Some nights are a little tough with schedules, and I'm up at 4:30 in the morning. So, but who needs sleep anyways? It's overrated.
Sleep when I'm dead. That's right.
Sleep when I'm dead.
Well, let's see what Scott's got going on, and maybe you can get like a couple hours of sleep tonight. What's up, Scott?
Scott Marble on Facebook, X Bane Reese X on Instagram, and I Bane Reese I on PlayStation, which I actually use from time to time.
Yeah. How'd your project go tonight? Y'all done? You good?
Yeah, well, I finished the eyes. I showed you guys that. I cleaned this up, which is just it's effectively just a an outline for what I'm going to be doing tomorrow on the actual machine that's coming in. So
that's good.
Yeah, so
templates
that was it. It was
important.
It was some pretty. If I had that machine here tonight, I would have got a lot further. But is what it is. So
one step at a time. One step at a time.
Yeah.
Paul has one of those though. The Proxon.
Yeah.
Oh,
it looks nice.
Love it.
I spent a little. I spent a transformer on it. Let's put it that way.
Uh-huh.
So if you want to spend more on it, go to shiftinglands.com. And you're gonna find all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I've
shifting.
I got about 10 more. That's it, Gerard Boom. Yeah, it's good stuff. Some of them you have to put together yourself, which a little bit of wood glue. It's all like MDF jigs, but so much stuff. And there's actually I forget where he's from.
But he's from like the Netherlands.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
But there's actually they have a U.S. store in Maine, and I can never remember his name. I've talked to him a few times, and I actually got some stuff shipped from him rather than the Netherlands. So Paladin Woodworks.
I've been very fortunate to have a bunch of you fine folks around to help guide me through. I stayed out of it forever because I was like, I can't do what they do.
You can.
And between you guys and Bobby, I got that first dial finished with for Devastator, and it turned out great. And I'm like, you know what? I was just afraid of failing. That's the only thing that happened here. Was
And that's
I was
usually
just a chicken
what's
shit.
yeah, that's what
Don't
stands between
listen
us
to
and
that
the
voice.
things that we could do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Here's the thing. I've always built, usually with wood, messed around.
You can't tell by the room you're sitting in.
No,
Yeah. Not at all.
can't tell at all. No, Paul, we wouldn't believe you at all.
Talking with JD and Chan and Pinkerton, and and this was, I haven't done anything in a couple of years, but this was
yeah.
the first
That
one that I built.
masterpiece.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dang.
Bang.
Oh, hang on. There's
Biggity
just
bangity
more.
boom.
Wait. But
There's
wait, there's more.
There's more.
It
Oh,
like
shut up.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Dude.
Now what sits on top of that thing?
Anything.
a skeleton army.
I was doing it for I got a few mythic skeletons.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So
Couple.
that was for
You
your
got a
mythics display.
skeleton problem.
Maybe 5. No, I'm
Yeah, I
kidding.
do.
Fine,
I have a
hungry.
meatless problem.
A
He's got
meatless
a-
problem.
He's got an entire army. Don't let him fool you. It's entire.
That
I
thing
can't
is
go anywhere without
gorgeous.
picking one up.
Yeah, it's
But
very. It's
I never
really
got around to
detailed.
finishing it. I still got to do like accent stuff and like
He'll get there.
moss and shit in the corners. But yeah, so that came from JD and Chan pushing me along. So
Yeah,
keep at it, man.
good stuff.
Don't be scared. It's foam. If you fuck it up,
Yeah.
make more.
Yep.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. It's just foam. It's just
Start
foam.
over again.
Enjoy
Yeah.
the process.
Yeah.
You mess up one piece, toss it. Build another one. Doesn't matter.
That's it. That's why I left auto mechanics and went to woodworking. If it doesn't come out right, I can smash it and make another one.
There you
You
go.
and me both since I was 12.
Ugh, hate it. I grew up in a garage.
I finished these guys
And-
today. Look at that. Look at that. Some pussy
That's so
willows if you're
awesome,
into that
Chan.
kind of thing. Look
That's
at that.
what they are. I was trying to
Well-
figure out those out. That's awesome.
Since I was about 12.
You
Okay.
caught on to that. Took you a long enough time.
You done yet?
That looks great.
But
That
there's
looks
that.
great, man.
That's what I did tonight. I finished that, and yeah, you guys know where to find me, man. Come on, if you're looking, you know where I'm at, and I'm here with you guys every other Wednesday and Mondays on the ETR. Best part of my Monday. JD, why don't you talk to them about where you're at and what you did tonight, and we can
Get out of here.
look forward to doing this another night.
Well, yeah. So that's how far I got. And yeah.
None of the other ones were playing along. I thought we were all going to do it.
I know. It looks really good, honey. It's gonna look
They
amazing.
look great.
Nice.
I like how you're getting all of those pieces just filled in, and once
Yep.
paint goes on that, it's gonna look so good. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be good stuff. But yeah,
For it.
yeah, you can find me every Wednesday on this channel, either here or the adjacent show making fun of Ace.
That's,
Bigga
that's a bonus.
banging.
That's a bonus.
I feel like he hates me sometimes because I just give him a hard time.
As long as your name is not Fans Toys, he doesn't hate you.
I don't think that Ace takes offense to picking on him. I think that he would take offense if you didn't.
He's only offended if you tell him to car is trash. That's the only thing he gets offended by.
I call him an apologist all the time. Astro apologist. Anyway, you can yeah, like I said, you can find me here on this channel every Wednesday. Trying to be a little more social in the group and whatnot.
On the medias.
Yep, on the medias. So yeah, JD Brocious on the Facebooks. Pigment Surgery on Instagram and Xbox Live. And yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
Right.
And I
Right.
guess
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Great stuff.
Pardon me. I guess with that, we can all say goodnight and see you next time. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank you everybody for sitting in.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime you guys want to join in, door's always open.
Now that you've lit a fire under my ass with this new one,
just
I'll try to be on more regular.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hit us up when you want to jump in, guys. Anytime. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. We had a good time, and we will see you next time.
Thanks for having me.
Hasta.
Good night.
Later.
Good night.